Assalamu alaikum. My name is Laiba Aruj, roll number F182177, MA English 4th semester. My project topic is Exit West by Mohsin Hamid. I hope you all going well. So I just finished reading Exit West by Mohsin Hamid and I really like it. This was actually one of the most book of 2070 for me other than the mystery of unmost happiness. I have to say this like I am a big Mohsin Hamid fan. I think he is like the voice of modern Pakistani youth and just basically modern Pakistani people. You know, people who are educated and progressive and well reading, okay, but the same time, no matter where they go or what they become, they are still very rooted and you know deep down very Pakistani to the core, and also you know very in touch with culture and religion and all those things. First of all, introduction. Exit West by Mohsin Hamid, fourth novel, was published in 2017 to first critical approval. The story follows two young lovers as they feel their war-torn country through a series of magical portraits. Through the deft use of magical realism, Hamid discovered the present problem that sound the refuge crisis, including and judgment. The novel is about a young couple, Saeed and Nadia, who live in an unnamed city undergoing public war and finally have to flee using a system of magical doors which lead to different locations around the globe. The book was named by the New York Times as one of the 10 best books of 2017. Next is character. There are two main characters. First is Said and second is Nadia. First of all, Said. Said is the main character of this novel. Said is a quiet, respectful, thoughtful, and loyal young man when he meets Nadia during an evening business course. He is falling in love with her and asking her to marry him or at least to move in with Said's family. Said is deeply affected by his mother's death from a stray bullet and begins to look far away out of his hometown through one of the back door. After he looks passage, Said is shocked when his father refused to leave his hometown, but insists Said go. Said continues to feel guilty for leaving his father for the relaxation of his life. In his journey through the back doors, Said continues to try to protect Nadia and to build a life where they go. Said continues to grow apart from Nadia and begins to fall in love with the preacher daughter. In her, Said finds a connection to his home country, a living family that remind him for his own, and his devotions to religion and helping others that he admires and respect. And next is a Nadia character. Nadia is a strong and independent young woman living a life that is original for his environment. She lives on her own, having cut ties with her family to do so, and she has a career. She bows to conventions when it is useful, wearing a black robes to pass as a conservatives and climates in order to rent an apartment. Nadia meets Said in a business class and developed strong feelings for him, even ending her relationship with a lover in kindness of Said. But she hesitated to comment totally to him. Nadia consistently seeks new and better circumstances in her journey through the back door. She is relieved to be free of the social limitation that her country and its Muslim community had placed on her. Nadia cannot accept Said advice Nadia change or how much she threw off the convention of her former country, she continues to wear her black robes. Next is the Said mother. Said mother is a kind and loving woman who defined the character of her small family. She meets Said's father at the cinema. She was very happy birth of the Said. They have a loving marriage in which she is the more demanding sexual partner. Said's mother was surprised by her pregnancy with Said, who arrived late in her life after she had given up on children. Said's mother had a career as a school teacher. Said is deeply affected by his mother's death from a stray bullet and begins to look for a way out of the hometown through one of the back doors. Next is character is introduced Said father. Said father is a nice person. He loves of his wife. He meet her at the cinema and they have a loving marriage in which he has been happy to respond to her strong sexual desire. Said's father is a university professor. Overall, however, Said's father is connect with his life and his family. Said father was surprised by his Said father was surprised by his wife pregnancy with Said, who arrived late in their children. Said father disheartened by the death of his wife. Next is Nadia, ex-lover. Early in her relationship with Said, Nadia hooked up with her former lover. Will they both care from one another? Nadia break off her relationship after her cousin's death when her relation with Said and next is the preacher daughter. Like woman, toward the end of his romance with Nadia, Said meets a devout woman from his country. The preacher daughter is like tradition woman from home. She and Said marry. The preacher daughter parents come from the same country as Nadia and Said. Said and the preacher daughter slowly fall in love. Next topic is map. There are relationships Said mother, Said lover, and Said father. Father, friend Nadia. Said mother, she is nice woman. She is a school teacher. Said father is a love for his wife. He was love for his wife and he was a professor. Nadia is a strong woman. Next is a exit west theme. There are some these points. romance, war and running from war, refuge, settlement, migration, the journey west, relationship and love. First of all, romance. The story is two young people, Said and Nadia, who fall in love with each other. The story follows their relationship throughout their journey. The author also described who they grow away from each other and decide to independent, which is not the magic ending most books have. In this book, we can see the realistic relationships and feel the romance that two people share despite the fact that there is war around them. Next is the war and running from war. This book main two characters, Said and Nadia, are running from a war, immigrations to other countries. The book follows them through a different and journey. The book followed them through a difficult and dangerous journey. The author describes how a war can challenge people and their relationship. We can also see how a war challenges people live in every shape and form. Next is the refuge settlement. The book describes how Said and Nadia, who are refugees, have to settle down in a completely new place among with many other refugees. The book tells a story about how it is to come to a new place and how different places treat the refugee quite different. The challengers within it both of the refuge and for the people who already live in the city or place. Next is migrations, the journey west. The story challenges journal about who are migrants and who has the right to travel. Citizens of safe cities are called narrative, which is purpose drive popular, are universals full of migrate. The mysteriously doors transport people to new place, make it infeasible to overstep on personal right to travel. Next is a relationship and love. Nadia and Said, high post romance beginnings as they are beginning new life as migrants. Under tense circumstance, they fall in love. They have traveled through countries. They all together travel through the place of love among the disorder of their country and families. They too respond difficulties to the new challenges that shape them when it was finally time to move on their romance into a deep kind bond. Next point is a summary. There are some points of introduced in this summary. First of all, relationship between main character. Next is Said personality, Nadia personality, Said mother death, and next is government actions after leaving his city, Said father, at last Said and preacher daughter Mary. First of all, relationship between main character. The novel opens with the two main characters, Nadia and Said, meeting each other for the first time. They are both taking an adult education class in an unnamed country where the most religious citizens wear long black robes. Nadia is dressed in these conservative robes, though she dressed so to make one leave her alwan rather than out of respect of traditions. We quickly learn that the country. Next is Said personality, Nadia personality. Said beginnings the more conservative of the two still living at home with his parents. Nadia lives on her own, even though she is not married. This depend this independent arranged her deeply religious parents, and it is open that Nadia has no connect with her family as a refuse of her contempt. Said and Nadia beginnings to date and fall in love as the city around the countries to weekend. With randomly citizen, Said and Nadia often meet at Nadia apartment in the evening. But Said never has sex with Nadia because he wants to wait until married. Next is the Said mother. Said mother is a kind and loving woman who defined the character of her small family. She meets Said father at the cinema. ठीक है. And next, Said mother, the career of a school teacher. She was very happy the birth of Said. She loved his husband. Next is government action after leaving his city. The government should shut down cell service in an attempt to prevent the militants from original, and Nadia has experience when she goes to the bank in the middle of a large people. Said and Nadia went to leave the city. Said and Nadia leave him as they step through the door. It is under these conditions that Nadia and Said relationship brings slowly. Next point, Said father. Said father reaction. Said father is a caring person. He loves his wife. He meets her at the cinema and they have a loving marriage in which he has been happy to respond to her strong sexual desire. Said father is a university professor. Overall, however, Said father is connect with his family and his family. And Said father was surprised by his wife's pregnancy with Said, who arrived late in her children. Said father distraught by the death of his wife. He was very upset. Said is shocked when his father refused to leave his hometown but insists that Said go. That Said continues to feel guilty for leaving his father, for the sexual relationships of his life. In his journey through the back doors, Said continues to try to protect Nadia and to build a life. Where they go, Said continues to grow apart from Nadia and begins to fall in love with the preacher daughter. Next point is a preacher daughter. ठीक है. Said Nadia and beginnings and Nadia not love his Said. The preacher daughter parents come from the same country as Nadia and Said. Said and the preacher daughter marry. Said and preacher daughter slowly fall in love. Uh, Next, thank you. The my side is complete. Hopes you are understand. Thank you.